In the vast steppes of Kazakhstan, I grew up listening to the endless whine and watching riders disappear beyond the horizon. My name is Tostik, a son of Kadırkhan and Ahmaral. Since my childhood, people always say that I was too curious and asked too many questions. But my father smiled and said, "My dear son, Tostik, curiosity is not weakness. Curiosity is what leads a man towards destiny." And most of my days were spent riding a horse, Kambar. But actually, Kambar was more than a horse to me. He was my close friend. And sometimes I saw that he understands me even before I speak. Everything was fine, until one day. The day when my father disappeared. I still remember my mother staying outside our house and waiting for my father. Carnavan expected to return before nightfall, but there was nothing except cold wine and silence. My mother waited. Days passed, then weeks, and finally, one day, an old traveler arrived our village. "Your husband was taken," he said, and my mother's face turned pale. "Taken where?" she asked, and he lowered his voice, then replied, "Taken to the underground world." For a moment, nobody spoke, and I said, "I'll find him." My mother looked frightened, and she said, "No, Tostik, you can't. You're my only child, and you don't know what's going out there." The truth was that I was afraid too, but I knew if I stay here and do nothing, I'll regret forever. She hugged me and whispered, "Please, come back alive." And I hugged her too. The next morning before sunrise, I packed my food, warm clothes, and weapons onto Kambar, and started my trip. After hours, my village disappeared behind me, and I saw enormous trees. They were so huge that they blocked all sunlight, and it was dark inside. Kambar suddenly stopped, and I knew something is wrong. Then I heard it. I heard wolf. A giant wolf attacked me before I even could react. I fell to the ground hard and couldn't move. The fear froze my body, and I didn't know what to do. Wolf continued attacking me without any mercy, and I tried to fight, but I didn't know how. Then I remembered my father's word, "My dear son, Tostik, strength is useless without patience." And then I forced myself to breathe slowly. I waited, I observed, and then, when wolf attacked again, I stepped aside and stroked it with all my strength. The wolf collapsed, and I leaned to the Kambar and whispered, "We survived." We continued our trip, and we arrived to the massive river. And on the opposite side of the river, I saw a dragon. How I'm supposed to fight that? It's not a wolf, it's not a lion, it's a dragon. I never saw a dragon. And while my thinking moments, the dragon opened its eyes. The smoke escaped from its nostrils, and he started attacking me. I tried to avoid. The battle was very long. It was more than 7 hours, and I was very exhausted, and the dragon was exhausted too. I waited for it. I searched for the weakness, and I found it. A small spot under its neck, and after 2 more hours, I attacked. Dragon made his final roar and collapsed. I couldn't believe that I defeated Dragon. And at the moment of my happiness, I saw him, king of the underground world, Aydahar. He said, "I know you. You're the boy who is looking for his father." I shouted, "Where is he?" And Aydahar smiled. "You know, boy, you should have stayed at your house. Family is weakness that destroys human's life." And he attacked me without mercy. I didn't know how to fight Aydahar. He was stronger than Wolf. He was stronger than Aydahar. And I couldn't hit him despite how I tried. Then I thought, I'm going to die here. I can't defeat him. But suddenly I remembered my mother. She was waiting me. She was waiting for me. I remembered my father. He was waiting for me too. And I said, no, I didn't go so far just to give up. I can't. And I started analyzing how I can defeat Aydahar. While Aydahar was talking, I pretended that I am weak and attacked him with all my strength. Aydahar made his final statement like, you're the human. I can't believe that you defeated me. And suddenly the cage behind him broke. I saw my father. He was exhausted. He was sick and hungry, but still alive. I helped him to stand up, and we came back to our village together. My family was finally reunited, and I learned a lesson. Bravery is not lack of fear. Bravery is when you fight despite having it.